Alright, so I'm gonna give you 3 extra trades to look at. Some trades that I've been looking at this week on the side from USD JPY and gold. So I also like to look at USD CAD and AUDUSD from time to time. And surprising, I actually started looking at GBP NCD. I normally avoid British pairs like the plague. They hate me. But let's see. I need to start deleting a lot of these, I will admit. So Steve Moreau price action is the one that I want. So USD CAD was one of the main ones that I was trading. AUD USD was one of the main ones that I was holding into as well. Let me make sure check to see if there's a Gartley pattern still. I know there was one at the start. No pattern at this point. But if you got in around here, you were solid. So that's basically what I was holding on to at this point. But towards the end of the market, well, it was dropping at first. I guess it came back when I wasn't looking. But that's good to hear. But that means you can probably find another entry point at some point. But what I want out of AUD USD, I would like for it to actually drop back down at the start of the week. And then come back up to about here. And then eventually, because it's hitting all those, a very important point, I want to sell right around this area. So I just also kind of wanted to show what else would I mean by important points. So it's kind of hit around this area a lot in the past. Whoops. So around here is where I'm hoping to actually sell. It could bounce off the trend line. It could go a little bit further than that and then drop. There's always that possibility. But at this point, especially with it meeting at this zone at the TDI to meet the middle, it could drop, then rise. Just like it's doing there. And this is a 4-hour. So multi-week setups, they tend to be stronger anyways. So why not anticipate that? And then, well, at first, it was flagging for a little bit. I thought it was going to go up higher. But I guess it waited to the close of the market like I thought it would. So what had happened last night, I had originally bought from about here. Well, I had sold from here, and then it came down to here, so I also bought again and then it got up to about here, but I closed out half of it. But I thought it was going to keep going maybe. But for me, I just didn't want to hold it over the weekend. Because with all this extra stuff going on lately. So with it looking like a flag, I was anticipating it maybe going for an extra rise. So if it had done that, actually, it had met those points, didn't it? No. If it had went up here, that would have been the extra level that I would have been looking at. But looks like it stayed loyal to this zone. There's still that possibility that I could be wrong just because it's still in that flag state. No. And it really didn't make an M, but it still made like a new trend line, I guess. But if it goes, here's what I want out of it, personally. Yeah. Personally, I do want it to come back for a little bit. Hit that zone, make a new M or something. Let me see. I will put close enough. I gotta do this perfect. That's just me. I gotta do everything perfect. I'll pause it. Normally, sometimes I'll turn it to a line chart. Makes things easier to see. And oh. But yeah, we just need to really pay more attention to the weekly and monthly lines up in here. So I'm not even going to really pay attention to the daily at this point. So we're going to go back here. So it's in the, basically in this zone between these two. And I would like for it to actually maybe go down here. But I ultimately wanted to come back and make an M. And I wanted to go to around the 3100 area. So right around that trend line. So about 31,500 for the USDCAD. That's basically what I want out of these two. And then ask for longer opportunities. Well, I see it coming back up eventually anyways, personally. Just because it looks like it's in more of a channel. It could stop here, or it could stop here. And then go to about this area. It could get stopped here and come back and play a little bit, or it can come back up for a little bit there, or it can potentially go up here. I'll change the color. And then come down again. Yeah, that seems more likely. So any of these two extra possibilities could happen for USDCAD. And these are long-term opportunities. So Alright, that's my analysis. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on the post. And feel free to mark your own analysis within the comments as well of this post. I just want to further elaborate just because I don't want to confuse you guys for this weekly. Bounce here first to the low, then go for the rise, then drop again. It's not just gonna like straight up go up. I just don't want to confuse you guys. So, little one, this is a bigger time frame, so you're gonna kind of see things a little bit different. So, it could do something like that, or it can stay around in this area, just because this is where it closed. And then do it. So here or here.